Still alive and well, Johnny Winter. This is a 1973 album, his fifth studio album. And before this album, he disappeared for a while, and people thought because of his heroin addiction, he might have sort of slipped away into the Netherlands somewhere. But he came back with a very strong album. This album starts off with Rock Me Baby, the best version that I know of. I love his guitar sound, especially in those early days. And it's just a great rock and blues song. Then it goes into Can't Feel It, another good rocker. This is basically a rock song. Johnny Winter started out as a blues guitar player, and I think the record company kind of forced him into being more of a rocker, which he was more blues oriented, but he went along and produced some pretty great stuff. Cheap Tequila is the next one, and that was written by Rick Derringer, and he's all over this album. He produced it, and he plays on some of the songs. And it's a great song. It's acoustic feel to it. And then we go into All Torn Down, which is another great blues rock song at its best. And his last song on that side, well, this is a record, the fifth song is Rock and Roll, and that was written by Johnny Winter, and it does exactly what it says. It's a rock and roll song with some nice guitar, great guitar, I think. And then we flip it over and we have Silver Train, and side two starts with Silver Train, Rolling Stones, and ends with Let It Bleed, Rolling Stones. And to me, they're actually the two weakest tracks on this album, although they're both good songs. But I really, those songs don't do much for me in the course of this album. And then we go into the second song on side two is Ain't Nothing to Me, which has a country feel to it, and it was originally done by the Coasters in 1964. I mean, I like the song though. And then we go into Still Alive and Well, which I think is the best song on the album, and that was written by Rick Derringer, and that's another classic blues rock song, and it pretty well says it, Still Alive and Well. And Too Much Second All is the second last song on side two, and that was written by Johnny Winter. And this is acoustic blues, classic blues, acoustic blues kind of sound to it, and it actually has a flute in it, which really adds to it. Great song, love it. And then we end off with Let It Bleed. So all in all, this is a very good Johnny Winter album, and well worth seeking out if you're a fan of Johnny Winter. And that's all I can say. I mean, I love his guitar sound. It came with an insert with some great pictures of Johnny on it, and it's like another album cover within an album cover, and the band's on the back.